Well, hello there, how is everyone? I hope you're all well. This is video 2 of 2, so if you've only seen one, if this is the first one you've seen, you know what I'm getting at. There's 2 videos today, just make sure you've watched 2. Like, subscribe, it's all free. And what do I mean by it's all free? That's because, as some of you will have seen in the community feed post that I did, I have pulled down my merch store. I have asked people on Idaho 4 videos, please do not leave super stickers. Do not do it. This channel is indeed a monetized channel. It obtains ad revenue through the content with which is provided by the channel. And you guys just watching videos, commenting, sharing, subscribing, that is enough. Because I feel that the Idaho 4 case is becoming farcical. And don't get me wrong, I do a lot of videos on the Idaho 4 case. And why do I do it? Because it assists in the growth of this channel. I want this channel to grow, and I want to be able to utilize this channel to bring awareness to cases all over, so we as a community can make a difference. And trending crimes, trending news reports, they enable you to reach out to more people and to grow a channel. So in the event that there is something that we want to get noticed, we want to push out, case in point, Summer Wells versus Michael Vaughan, very, very similar cases. Summer Wells case went absolutely viral. Michael Vaughan's case, have you even heard of the Michael Vaughan case? And look, that's what this is all about. But for some, the Idaho 4 case has given them an opportunity to get specific pieces of information and utilize that to do live upon live and video upon video, when the reality is, the likelihood is the information that is being pushed forward is false and fake. Now, it's okay. Look, you could do a video and say, I'm bringing this forward because it exists. This is a piece of footage. This is a piece of information that exists. And I think that what people should really be doing is doing, and I need to do this better. I'm not, you know, I'm throwing myself under the bus as well, because this is something that even this channel needs to do better. And that is, when you have information, is to do your homework first and see what you think about it. So this Linda Lane footage, for instance, is to look at this Linda Lane footage and work out whether this Linda Lane footage is indeed authentic. And when I say authentic, that the video footage itself is authentic and the overlaying audio to it is also authentic. So you can present it and say, this, what we have here, is exactly as it is. This is a video showing and audio telling you exactly what happened in a certain situation. And in many cases, the information that we talk about doesn't do that. It doesn't add anything. We can speculate on certain elements if they exist, like the 8-hour time delay. Like many people say, well, you've done that with the 8-hour time delay. But the 8-hour time delay exists. That 8-hour time delay exists, and it shouldn't have happened. There was people in that house, and there was people in that house who weren't harmed, and it would appear that they were awake while the attacks were happening. And how do we know that? We know that because it would appear that one of them is a witness and witnessed the person who did it leaving, which tells me they are awake at the time with which this happened. So that, and paired with the delay, that raises questions. And I think that we and our natural curiosity, we can talk about it. We don't blame and say, this, we know for a fact this person did this, or we know that this person for a fact is involved in that. But we can come together as a community and say, I wonder why this person did not do this. And is it possible that this played a part, this played a role? Or if we're talking about, you know, many of the people around this case, the Brent Kopacker stuff, the fact that we're talking about a situation where Brent Kopacker, who lived a stone's throw away from Brian Kohberger, at the same kind of time that Brian Kohberger apparently would have been involved in this crime, this other guy just happens to be threatening to kill his roommates and getting shot by SWAT. And then we have a situation where we've got a guy who was Brian Kohberger has been arrested and charged for this murder, but there are still questions around that, which leads you to believe that he potentially could be innocent. I'm not saying he is, but he could be. So if he's innocent, then someone else is guilty. And in my brain, without anybody else being thrown into the mix, you have to consider that without Brian being the person who 100% did this, what percentage of the chances that Brent Kohberger could have been involved? And we can talk about it, we can discuss it, as long as you don't go out there and flat out accuse and say, I know that Brent Kohberger done this crime. I know he did, I'm saying he did, categorically saying it. Because that's wrong, because you don't know. But you can ask, you can talk about it. And you can talk about it because it exists. It's a situation that exists. And a really strange situation at that. And if people get bent up out of shape about it, then so be it. Let them get bent up out of shape with it. You would get bent up out of shape if you saw my email inbox every day, I promise you. Now, Jules over at Jules of All Trades, he spoke about the same thing. I had somebody who told me that in the Linda Lane footage, if you looked in the back window of the SUV, in the middle of that frame, you can purely see these attacks and went into even more details about what you could see in the back window. Now, I don't know what fucking planet some people come from. I truly, truly don't. But you guys see a fraction of what gets sent into creators and that they want you to discuss and you to bring out. So it's almost like a full-time job going through that. But we've all got to do better. This community has got to do better. I've got to do better. Everyone has got to do better. And again, just as a little gesture towards that moving into a better direction, I want to cut out, and I've done it before. The only reason I brought some of the stuff back was because of my support of United Search Corps, which I will continue to support. I'm going to have this break, but you know, for those of you who don't know who United Search Corps are, do a search on YouTube, find them. That is ex-members of Adventures with Purpose after their sad demise, and they started up on their own. I'm sure they're going to do absolutely fantastic things in the future, and you know, to help bring answers to many, many people moving forward. But for me now, it's about getting rid of certain elements involved in certain cases that require you guys to put your hand in your pocket to support this channel. It ain't needed, and for many channels who turn around and make it sound like it is, let them do them. I want to do me, and that's it. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I shall catch you all tomorrow.